Questions have begun to surface again regarding Stadia's true capabilities, as anticipated new content is surprisingly announced for the platform. C. Popular Stadia title is getting big next-gen content. Is SEO Daily? Let's talk about it. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2KF PNTS Network and StadiaDosage back again with another SDO Daily. Can you do us a huge favor before we get into this one? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when we're dropping these doses. We appreciate all of y'all straight up. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the reason. And by now, y'all should know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. All right. So this is coming to us courtesy of our sister site, StadiaDosage.com. And you know how we do. Let me show you something. Okay, and the article is titled Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty coming to Stadia in 2023. Free update now available. All right, so let's talk about it. So a couple of days ago, we discussed what's next for Cyberpunk 2077. Today, CD Projekt Red has revealed the name and trailer for the game's upcoming expansion, as well as more details on the Edgerunners update for the game. Closing this Night City Wire special was the first official reveal of the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, introduced by game director Gabe Amatangelo. A sneak peek trailer showed off a glimpse into the expansion before confirming its title, Phantom Liberty. Amatangelo confirmed that a new cast of characters will be introduced in a new location within Night City. Phantom Liberty is scheduled to release in 2023 for next-gen platforms, including Google Stadia. Following the trailer, a video message from Keanu Reeves was shown. The Hollywood star revealed that he will be reprising his role as Johnny Silverhand. More details were also given at Cyberpunk 2077's latest free update, the Edgerunners update, also known as Patch 1.6, which introduces equipable items from the Cyberpunk 2077 anime to the game. Players will have the chance to don the jacket worn by David Martinez, the anime's protagonist, also wield a shotgun used by another character from the show. Alongside Edgerunners inspired items, the update also brings new features to the game, including a cloth transmog system, playable roach race minigame, arcade cabinets, and much more. Start playing Cyberpunk 2077 right away on Stadia and get ready for the big expansion. All right, so very interesting stuff indeed. But I want to do this. You know how we do. I want to give my thoughts on this. All right. So Cyberpunk 2077 undoubtedly was a big turning stone for Stadia and how they approached their platform. I don't want to go too much into it, into the history. Just check out our previous content here on the channel. But we know that they had set a litmus for themselves. Not as high as a lot of mainstream people thought, but they set a litmus for themselves. They really weren't hitting that litmus. And it wasn't until Cyberpunk 2077 came out that they realized that instead of trying to curate their own content and build their own content, that what cloud gamers want, the target demo that's most attached to their platform, what they want the most is they want to be able to play their favorite anticipated games in the cloud, right? So that's when Stadia realized, hey, look, maybe our best bet in reaching the litmus that we need in order to attract more developers is to bring the top-notch games that people want to play to our platform with the wonders of our technology, and make sure that the performance good and balance all that stuff out. So that's what they've been working on since the advent of Cyberpunk 2077, dropping on the platform and really being the platform's most successful game as far as recognition and many can argue engagement. To see this new update, mind you, that is only next gen or current gen, however you want to see it, that's only going to be available as far as consoles are concerned on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles, and not the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles. To have that revelation and it's being available on Stadia, Now we know it's going to be available on PCs, depending upon. I mean, it's going to be available on PCs. Period. It's just going to be a matter of can your PC is your PC beefed up enough to play it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, that speaks a lot to the power of Stadia as a standalone cloud platform. A lot of people questioned, hey, look, there's some games that come out and they don't perform the best, or this, that, or the other. I mean, we get a Division 2 one day, and that looks awesome, but then we'll get something like Ark Evolved and it looks horrible, or the way Outriders launched, and maybe it's just that the platform just cannot perform up to par. We've seen and heard a lot of evidence to the contrary, and I think what we're seeing that dependent upon the motivations of the developer will depend upon what you get out of Stadia. And it's like that with any platform. So guess what? Stadia, in a lot of ways, is like a normal platform. And it may not be a 1v1 match. Possibly it isn't, as an Xbox One X or PlayStation 5. I mean, not Xbox One X, I'm sorry. Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 as far as fidelity. It may not give you as many pixels and all that stuff and keep the same frame rates, but it's a great in-between system to where if you do want to upgrade from the previous generation, but you don't want to wait in lines or wait for the availability of these quote-unquote next-gen consoles, you can go with the free 99 platform and get Stadia and have a heck of a time playing games. And when they have the most anticipated games like a Cyberpunk or an Outriders or a Resident Evil or a FIFA, you know what I mean? Or despite what some journals are saying, Saints Row, a lot of people are having fun with that game despite the massive pile-on that the blue checkmark people tried to put on it to no avail. Saints Row has been #1 in UK in its debut phase, but that's here nor there. That's another video. Despite all that, and despite what people surmise that Stadia can't do, this says a lot to what it can. But it's very connected. It's very parallel to what developers want to put into it. So we have a situation where QLock is the in-between people, or at least at launch they were, as far as the Stadia version was concerned, as far as porting it to Stadia. So therefore, that's why Stadia was really the next best place next to PC to play Cyberpunk 2077. And because they've already laid down that foundation, it's only elementary, as CD Projekt Red has said in various investor calls, that because Stadia's version is very aligned with the PC version, that you're going to see the next gen updates on Stadia as well. And they have a good foundation set, and they have good people like QLock. I believe they're still involved, even though they got bought by Tencent. That combination right there will continue to help this game flourish on the platform as long as things are being added to it, whether it's next gen updates or not. So, I mean, we're starting to see a series of things. We're starting to see a bevy of passionate comments and just different things and actions from devs that really pipe down a lot of the what Stadia can't do rhetoric out there in the ethos. I think it's just a matter of us understanding that Stadia just got to keep doing the hard work, making the connections with the developers and showing them why it's important to, really put some time into the platform. And hopefully the time that they need to put in the platform in order to get this great output will be lessened and lessened by the day, courtesy of the load change porting. So this is a lot of great stuff. Glad to see. And again, it just adds more perspective that we've always talked about on this channel that a lot of people, tried to overlook because there were some disappointments here or there. But again, you gotta, it's all about what you put into the platform. And again, hopefully we can get a lot more out of what these games can do with effort from the developers. But again, a lot more magic making from the load change porting. With that said, that's it from your boy. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, StadiaDosage, and yes, we are reviving MM2K Gaming. Check out my game stream platform. With all that said, peace. Have a wonderful gaming day.